Marrakesh, the heartbeat of Morocco, a city where history, culture, and vibrant energy collide. Over the next 3 days, we will explore its magic from the maze-like souks to stunning palaces and gardens. We will stroll through Gemma Efna, admire the beauty of Bahia Palace, savor Moroccan flavor, and soak in the unique rhythm of the Medinas. So, let's discover Marrakesh together. We are staying at this incredible riad Rabassadia, which is located in the historical Medina, and it offers the perfect blend of traditional Moroccan charm and modern comfort. But if you don't exactly know what is Moroccan riad, then let me explain. Moroccan riad is traditional house or palace with interior garden or courtyard in the center of the house and around similar to bed and breakfast style accommodations. So when visiting Marrakesh, I think they're the best places to stay because they give you the truly Moroccan experience without breaking the bank. We arrived here at around 11:30 in the morning and our room is not quite ready as the check-in time is in about 2 hours. But we've been greeted with some amazing mint tea, which I must say it is the best mint tea I have ever had in my life. But we're a bit tired after the journey. We only had like 3 hours of sleep in the past 30 hours, but that's okay. We only have 7 days in Marrakesh, so we'll probably just get changed, go out, start exploring because there is no time to waste, so let's go. Just a 10-minute walk from our riad, we stepped into the lively chaos of Souk Semarin, the beating heart of Marrakesh. This isn't just a market, it's a vibrant symbol of the city's culture and must visit for anyone eager to experience its thriving energy. The narrow streets overflow with vendors offering everything from leather bags, hand-woven rugs, to porcelain tea sets, or rocks and minerals, and rich sense of spices hanging in the air makes the experience unforgettable. Every turn feels like an adventure, with alleys winding into new discoveries. And getting lost here isn't a mistake, it's part of the charm. Whether you want to haggle for a keepsake or simply soaking in the atmosphere, the soak is an experience we couldn't get enough of. And thanks to our riad's location, we pass through it almost every day, and what started as a maze soon became a familiar path we grew to love. After waving through the souk, we arrived at one of Marrakesh's most iconic landmarks, the Koutoubia Mosque. Its towering minaret, standing at nearly 70 meters, can be seen from almost anywhere in the city, guiding travelers and locals alike. This masterpiece of Almohad architecture dates back to the 12th century and is beautifully framed by palm trees and manicured gardens. And although non-Muslims are not allowed inside, the beauty of its exterior and the sense of history surrounding the mosque make it a must-see for anyone visiting Marrakesh. Next up was the heart of Marrakesh, Gemma Efna Square. During the day, it's lively with the street performance, restaurants and shops, but when the sun begins to set, the place transforms into something truly magical. This is when the square becomes a hectic of sights, sounds and smells. Musicians, snake charmers and storytellers take over, captivating the crowds. It's a sensory overloaded in the best possible way. The aroma of freshly grilled meat and spices fills the air, as food stalls pop up everywhere, serving everything from sizzling tagines to fresh orange juice. And of course, we couldn't resist sampling some of this incredible street food.
We are back to the main square in Marrakesh this evening, and it really is busier than during the day. We came here yesterday in the afternoon and it was quite busy, but in the evening the square really comes to life. More food shops open up, like the barbecue stand for example. We ordered some amazing mixed fish, sausages, skewers, some salads, and it's super tasty. It's also a great way to finish up the busy day after exploring the city. Just pop into the square, try some amazing food, and listen to the vibe of Marrakesh in the evening. And of course, no Moroccan dinner is complete without Moroccan tea. So, cheers to that!
The next morning, we started our day on quieter note at the Musée de Marrakech. The ticket to this museum cost 50 Moroccan dirhams per person. As we have walked through its beautifully tiled courtyard, we admire the intricate patterns and the serene atmosphere. But the highlight of the museum is a massive chandelier hanging in the main hall. It's so ornate and breathtaking, it feels like it could be the centerpiece of Moroccan fairy tale. The museum also features fascinating displays of traditional art and history artifacts and paintings. This hidden gem feels like a peaceful escape from the hustle and bustle of the city, and it's not a crowded spot, which made it even more enjoyable to experience. Our next stop was Madrasa Ben Youssef, which is only 1 minute by walk from the museum. And wow, this place is something else. It once was Islamic college and now it's one of the most famous historical sites in Marrakesh. The architecture here is a true work of art, with plenty carved cedar wood, vibrant tiles and beautiful inner courtyard. But unlike the Museum of Marrakesh, this place was packed with visitors. And that was early in the morning, but honestly, the beauty of the madrasa make it worth every second of navigating through the crowd. It's one of those places where you just can't help but admire the incredible architecture and history. And the ticket to this place also cost 50 Moroccan dirham. Later in the afternoon, we moved on to El Badi Palace, which takes about 25 minutes by walk from the madrasa. The El Badi Palace feels like stepping into the ruins of distant era. It was built in the 16th century. This palace was once a symbol of opulence and power, and even in its ruined state, it's absolutely mesmerizing. During our visit, we explored the underground tunnels, wandered through the vast courtyard, and everything else inside this beautiful palace. And surprisingly, this spot wasn't busy at all, so we had plenty of space to take it all in, and the entrance to this place cost 100 Moroccan dirham per person. Next, we headed to the Seydian Tombs, one of Marrakesh's most visited attractions, and takes around 10 minutes by walk from El Badi Palace. We arrived around 1:30 and joined a very long queue, so be prepared to wait if you want to visit. But spoiler, it's so worth it, because these tombs are a masterpiece of Moroccan craftsmanship with stunningly intricate tile work and elaborate carvings. The main tomb, built for Sultan Ahmed al-Mansur, is truly a sight to behold. The surrounding gardens and smaller tombs are equally fascinating, offering a glimpse into the lives of Moroccan past rulers. Even with the crowds, this place is an unforgettable experience, and the entrance costs 100 Moroccan dirham. And after visiting the tombs, we went on a short 3 minutes walk to see Bab Agnou, which is one of the most impressive gates in Marrakesh. It was built in the 12th century, and this gate was once the main entrance to the Royal Kasbah. The warm sandstone facade, adorned with its intricate carvings, is a stunning example of Almohad architecture. And our last stop in Marrakesh was the magnificent Bahia Palace. We arrived at 3:45 and the ticket cost 70 Moroccan dirham. This 19th century palace is a feast for the eyes, with its colorful tiles, lush gardens and grand courtyard. Every corner of this palace feels like it's been designed to wow the visitors. And even though it was getting close to its closing time, it was still incredibly busy when we visited, so I would recommend visiting early morning around 8 AM if you prefer to experience this palace palace in quieter settings. But even with the crowds, the sheer beauty of this place made it one of the highlights of our trip. It's a true testament of the artistry and the elegance of Moroccan design, and I would highly recommend experience this place to anyone visiting Marrakesh. This palace was our final stop in Marrakesh, and we absolutely loved exploring every landmark. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful to plan your trip to Morocco, then please give us a like and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe for more upcoming content from Morocco. But for now, thanks very much for watching, and until the next time, bye for now.